hope our inventory will meet your needs.
I'll help you. Contact! Alright, we'll help. I'll help you. Let me help you.
What? No! Get away from me! Stay back! I'll kill you! No, I'm sorry. Please help me. My head, everything keeps spinning. I can't think straight.
See what you can do for him, Dorn.
Agent, focus on my eyes, sir. I need you to take deep, slow breaths.
My team. We crashed. We took shelter here, but they were plotting. Plotting behind their eyes. I had to do it. They would have killed me. If I hadn't killed them, they would have killed me!
I need to know where the imps are hiding that bomb, Agent.
Imperials. The mission! My team! What have I done? Take this. Take it! It has coordinates. The Imperials are there, tunneling. This will get you through the security door. Tell their families.
Agent! I have no pulse. He's gone.
He was in bad shape, Alara. There was nothing more you could do.
As you say, Major.
He's gone, isn't he? The whole team is gone. They were only supposed to observe. How could this happen?
You can plan the op, but you can never predict the outcome.
But they were experienced field agents. They should have had no problems at all. I want you to go to those coordinates, Major. I want you to make the Imperials pay. Use all necessary force. Over and out.
Stand by for examination and suggested product.
Stand by.
Ah, Major. I rather suspected our paths might cross again, though not like this. I must give Senator Everin credit. Sending you here was a bolder move than I expected from him.
Your plan is finished. Give it up.
I think you overestimate your chances. With this weapon buried beneath their capital, the Voss will have no choice but to submit. Clearly their abilities were no match for the power of the dark side.
Is that the ZR-57 stolen by the Havoc Squad traders?
Yes, the orbital strike device, finally reactivated. A beautiful machine. Every detail of the operation was chosen at random from dozens of fully developed alternatives. With all possibilities equal, no single plot was foreseen. This operation has been a masterpiece of ingenuity. One that you have no place in. Guards, remove this filth.
If you surrender now, Torius, it'll go much easier.
No wonder Everin could get you to come here. You truly are insane. Guards!
How can this be? You're only human. No match for the power of a full-blooded Sith?
Things didn't have to happen this way, Torius.
Oh, be quiet. I'll hear no more from you. This isn't finished. I cannot be killed by vermin like you.
No pulse. No breathing. He's dead, sir.
Major?
What are you doing here?
The mystic Kai Vey foresaw Lord Torius's actions, and yours. Voss is safe.
The Republic was happy to help you deal with this threat.
There is more. Kai Vey comes to see this bomb. Its technology is unknown.
Give us the bomb for study. We will give weaponry in trade.
This is top-secret Republic technology. I'm not authorized to give it away.
Then we leave.
I'll have a Class 7 retrieval team brought to our coordinates straight away, Major.
Major, looks like you got us a real treat here. Jack, Garen, check those rad seals, would you? We can handle things from here, sir. Feel free to head back to Senator Everin's office.
Report your ailments.
Oh, Major, come in. Have a drink with me. That was very impressive, Major. Even with Torius there, you got the job done.
I'm just glad things worked out, sir.
Well, more or less.
Unbelievably, even after everything the Empire did, the Voss refused to take a side.
I'm sure you'll persuade them eventually, sir.
We can only hope. In any event, you've done your part. The Empire clearly won't be invading Voss again anytime soon. I hadn't pictured someone like you as the leader of Havoc Squad, but you aren't all bad. I'll make the necessary arrangements to return your troops.
Those troops will make a big difference, sir. It's been a pleasure.
Take care out there, Major.
Hello, Major. Our troops are already back on the move. More than one senior general is singing our praises at the moment. I also received a handful of written complaints from Senator Everin during your mission. Nothing unexpected from a man like him. You've done well.
I worked hard to balance our needs with Everin's demands.
Your work paid off. With more manpower on the ground to supplement our space forces, the tide of this campaign will finally turn in our favor. We're only a few steps away from General Rakton himself. He'll have to commit his personal forces somewhere soon. When he does, you'll be there to strike.
When we get our shot at Rakton, I'll be ready.
I'm glad to hear it. Unfortunately, a situation has developed in the Senate. A hearing to investigate Special Forces' recent activities. You've been called to testify.
I'll head back to Coruscant immediately.
Good. I'll give you a full briefing once you arrive. Garza out.
Sir, the Journal published my article. I've already received dozens of holomessages from medical officers and units across the galaxy. I never expected such a positive reaction.
That's fantastic news, Alara. You should feel very proud.
I would never have learned so much if you hadn't brought me onto the squad. I really owe you a tremendous debt, sir. Thank you. Truly.
Just got off the holo with Torv. He asked me to thank you for getting him out of that labor camp. He's starting to see the danger the other Deadeyes are in. Anxious for us to find them.
We could use him when we rescue the rest of the Deadeyes.
SIS already has him tied up in debriefs. Pretty much exchanged one cell for another. It was a mistake to trust a snake like Zane, but Torv's heart was in the right place. I just hope this mistake doesn't get any of those men killed.
Our opportunity has arrived, sir. We've received intelligence reports that Colonel Rebus is about to test his latest project. A secret proving ground has been established on Hoth. Security will be extensive, but nothing compared to Rebus's usual protection.
Sounds like you've got your opening.
Neutralizing Colonel Rebus will devastate the Empire's weapons programs. Even I cannot calculate the number of lives that this mission could save. By robbing our enemies of their most despicable weapons, we will rob them of victory, ensuring freedom for generations to come. It was a trap, sir. Colonel Rebus was even more devious than I had expected.
You mean it was all a setup?
All of the hints and clues that led me to Rebus were fabricated. It was all a scheme to capture my power core. As soon as I defeated the last of the Imperial security teams and confronted Rebus, he activated a specially built device that overloaded my primary energy controls. I was frozen.
How did you manage to turn the tables on him?
As Rebus and his final few guards approached, I discovered that I still had control over a handful of secondary subsystems. By manipulating those systems, I was able to trigger a full emergency shutdown and a rear servo lock, violently propelling me forward just as Rebus came to face me.
You actually escaped by collapsing on the guy?
It was a desperate ploy, but it was successful. As I'd hoped, shutting down my power core caused Rebus's device to shut down as well. All systems were restored within 96 seconds. Rebus's surviving guards were still attempting to lift me off of him at the time, so I dealt with them and carried the colonel back to base. Mission accomplished.
That's definitely one for the records, 4X.
With Rebus in custody, the entire galaxy is a safer place. It will be some time before I can locate an even more impressive target. As soon as I do, you'll be the first to know.
I'm sorry, I don't know what Xavier Juna means. Is there any way I can lend a hand? I hope you find what you're looking for. It's great to hear that things went well, Yun.
Everything's ready, boss. I've got Lord Albrecht's location on Alderaan and all of the files that prove the debt. I just have to walk in, show the files, act tough, and we can both become a little bit richer.
This guy must have gotten a lot of weapons from Magrin or he wouldn't owe so much.
Yeah, the old kook bought enough blasters to outfit a whole platoon. He probably can't lift a single one of them. The guy's pushing 70 years old. What could go wrong? See you when I've got the credits. That was ridiculous. Turns out there's two Lord Albrechts. A father-son team. A crazy old man and stuck-up little punk team, really. Neither of them had a single credit, and both of them had promised to sell the guns to 3 different buyers apiece.
How did you deal with them?
It took a lot of wrangling, but I managed to get those 2 saps into the same room with all of their buyers. Then I lobbed a couple of grenades in. Most of the buyers' credits were still in one piece afterward, so I'm calling it a win.
You murdered 8 people just for some credits?
Nah, there were more than that. The buyers wouldn't show up without muscle after all. Let's hope the next rundown isn't so tough. The stress might ruin my looks.
General Garza, I hadn't expected you here, or Agent Bulger.
The Senate situation is more complicated than I could explain via holo. I couldn't be certain my office wasn't being monitored. What I said before was accurate. The Senate has called a hearing to investigate the actions of Special Forces, Havoc Squad specifically. But what I couldn't say was that the senator behind these proceedings is actually an undercover agent for the Empire. The entire hearing is a sham.
How could the Empire possibly get an agent elected to the Senate?
They didn't. They just bought someone who was already in place. We have the evidence right here. His name's Zion. He represents a tiny little rock in the middle of some very profitable trade lanes.
With the help of Imperial intelligence, Senator Zion has slowly gained influence. Now he's turning that influence against us.
It's just another shot from dear old General Racton. Zion gets Havoc suspended. Racton gets the break he needs to turn the war back his way.
What's our move? Arrest Zion?
Not exactly. The military doesn't have that kind of authority. And detaining Zion would only fuel his accusations that we abuse our power. I want you to attend the hearing just as the Senate has asked. We can't risk him getting away. Go and conduct yourself respectfully. When it's your turn to speak, present the evidence the SIS has gathered. The Senate will have to investigate, and we'll be free to resume operations.
I'll get this cleared up in no time.
Remember, Senator Zion will do his best to paint you as a loose cannon. Don't do anything to prove him right. I'll be waiting in my office. Report back to me as soon as the hearing is complete. Dismissed.
Have fun, Major.